Hey everybody, welcome to Back Porch Cooking and Reminiscing. We're the Morgans, and as always, we're happy to have y'all here with us today. So today we're going to be making something a little extra special, and it's going to be Audrey's mama's broccoli, rice, and cheese casserole. Now, Audrey only makes this once a year, and her mother only made it once a year. Audrey said she asked her mom once, why just once a year? And she told her that way everybody would have something to look forward to that one time a year that she made it. So we're going to come back here in just a minute and we're going to get started with this recipe and show y'all how to make this. And it may be a little late for you to do it for Thanksgiving, but hey, you still got Christmas coming up. All right, so we're back here now and we're getting ready to put everything together. And we've already cooked our broccoli and our rice. Now, on the broccoli, I recommend that you use the broccoli florets and not the cuts because you really want just all the really good, soft broccoli. And when we cook it down to where it is just super, super soft. And then when you take it out, you want to kind of use your spoon and kind of just chop it up all around in there. And like I say, we've already done that. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to put one stick of butter in this pot. Now this pot's not turned on. We're just going to kind of use it as a mixing bowl. But we want our butter to melt in that. So I got a little bit of the broccoli in there that we had chopped and strained. Be sure you strain it, get all the water out of it, mash it with a spoon in your strainer and get all the water out of it that you can. So now this is our broccoli and our rice mixture. And like I say, you want to kind of chop that broccoli up. You want it to be in small pieces. So we got that done, and this is going to be 20 to 24 ounces of frozen broccoli. And like I say, we always use the frozen because it works best. And just cook it till it's soft, and you'll be good on that. And then we got 4 cups of white rice in here. Use whatever kind of rice that you like to use, and it'll do just fine, whatever kind you want. So we're going to add all this into this pot. Like I say, this pot is not turned on. We're just using it as a mixing bowl to get everything together. And I don't know about y'all, but my allergies are killing me today. And so if you hear me sniffing, that's going to be why I'm sniffing, is because of these allergies. All right, so we're letting that butter melt out in there. Cover it up with the rice and everything, because that rice and broccoli is hot and it'll keep it going good. All right, and then we've got 1 medium onion that we diced up. Now we didn't saute it or anything. We just chopped it up real fine, and so we're going to put all that in there. All right, got the onion in. Okay, next thing, we're going to use 2 cans of cream of mushroom soup. And these are the 10.5-ounce cans of cream of mushroom soup. So we're going to put that in there. Be sure you get all that out on the bottom. Don't want to leave any in there. All right. 1 can down. And 2 cans down. All right, got all that. And the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to use a 15-ounce jar of, you can use cheese whiz. This is the Great Value from Walmart cheese dip, original cheddar flavor. So we're going to use one whole jar of that. That stuff's a little bit of a booger to get out. Alright, we're getting there. Y'all, I'm telling you, this recipe is so good once you get it made. And it's something that every time that Audrey made it, or every time her mother made it, it never lasted. It was always gone. One of the first things that got gone at the holiday meal. Okay, so we got all that in there. Now we're going to do salt and pepper. And again, that's going to be salt and pepper to taste. And y'all all know what I always say. Don't over salt. You can add more later, but you can't take it away. And we'll put a little pepper in there. All right, we're going to let that set just a minute while that butter melts. So we'll come back, and once we give that butter just a few minutes to melt, and then we'll stir everything up and show you what's next. Okay, so our butter has melted, and I've already started stirring this up a little bit, and you just want to make sure you get everything incorporated, get all your onion and your soup and your cheese and everything incorporated in this. Now remember, this is not getting heated on the stove top in this pot. It's just basically for stirring everything up. All right, so I think we've got that in pretty good shape here now. So let's pull our baking dish over here. And then we're going to put that into the baking dish. This is hard to do just one-handed. Let's see if I can do it with two and get everything in there. That butter kind of helped things slide out. All right, now one thing I didn't tell you is we've got the oven preheated at 350 degrees. So, get your oven heated up. And then I'm going to put all these directions into the description so y'all can go on there and see the directions of how to do this. Just spread it around, make it all nice and pretty. All right, we got that ready. And now all we got to do is put it in the oven. All right, so we got it in the oven now, and we're just going to let it cook. When we come back, I'll tell you how long, because I don't remember exactly the length of time to cook it, so I'll tell you that when we come back. All right, y'all, so we've had this in the oven for about 45 minutes. So you want to cook it about 45 minutes or until you see it starting to bubble, and then it'll be ready. It smells great, looks great. You may be able to see there's some a little bit of a dark color here. this over here in the corner, I kind of mixed it up just to make sure everything was done. So we're going to get us a little bit out here to give it a taste test. Looks good. All right, so there's what we got, the finished product. And as y'all know, I always have to give everything just a minute or two to cool down. So once this has had a little chance to cool, we'll come back and give it the taste test. So we've had a few minutes and this has cooled down a little bit. So now it's time to do the taste test on it. So you can see there what we got. Good spoonful. Now I'm gonna give it a try. Just like I remember it being. Very cheesy. Broccoli's good and tender. Onions are tender. Rice is good and cooked. Gonna have us another bite. Mm. Y'all, this is so good. I'm telling you, if you don't see the video in time to make this for Thanksgiving, you definitely want to make it to go with Christmas. Audrey says that it goes really well with ham and sweet potatoes. I personally think it goes well with anything. So y'all make this. It's a simple recipe, and I will put the recipe and the directions in the description on the video so you'll be able to follow them step by step. Make it. Your family's going to love you for it. Y'all have a great one. Remember, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe and like button. Help us to grow the channel, and we'll see y'all next time.